Okay, so this is a what's in my pack video for the PCT in 2025. My pack here is an Arn Featherlight Freedom. It's 50 litres in the backpack and the front packs add up to 10 litres. These ones are made, for you to put heavy small things on the front and big less heavy things on the back, so that you can kind of even yourself out and there's no net pull on your shoulders, or minimum net pull on your shoulders, which I need because my shoulder is not very happy wearing a backpack for a long time. But yeah, that's my backpack. On the top here I've got just a foam pad, just a budget one from Torpedo 7, because the R value of my sleeping pad is 3.5, my inflatable one that's in here, and so this will just add some warmth in the cold areas. I've used a bit of tent cord that I got to fix an older tent a while back, but just to make this little holder for it on the top, and then just a little budget carabiner there. And I think that's going to work pretty good. And it should be nice to sit on for lunch and stuff as well. Okay, over here I have my tent poles. I've got the MSR Hubba one. As I said, I've had a broken tent before, and it was a trekking pole tent in a terrible windy night. So I knew I wanted something freestanding because it's going to be sandy on the PCT, it's going to be windy sometimes, so tent poles. And this, the little straps are just little extra add-ons you can get with the Arn packs. Over this side, trowel, it is the Dirt Saw Deuce number 2, naturally. And I have a nice opaque smelly proof bag. Of course I'll have to end up with just budget clear ones eventually, but for starters this will be a little luxury. And then of course little travel size wet wipes and toilet paper. Okay, and then on the front there you've got, this is not a cooler cloth, this is basically the same thing though. This is made by Kiwi Ultralight and they call it a bush cloth. Okay, and then in the front here we have my rain jacket. This is the Patagonia Granite Crest. Certainly not an ultralight rain jacket, but a good hard shell to have if I'm going to be in the snow and the rain. And I found on my shakedown hikes that this is just as good as a fleece layer to chuck on a cold morning. So I have a heavier raincoat, but I'm not bringing a fleece, so balances out. Right, rain pants. These are Mac in a Sack rain pants. I never wear rain pants, so this is probably not a smart thing to carry. But then if it's going to snow, then I'm going to want them. So I'll bring them, maybe I'll do rain pants. And then lastly, I also have in here some rain mitts. These are mainly going to be important if it's snowy and slushy and all that jazz, but they're really light, so. I've got my puffer layer, which is the Enlightened Equipment pullover one. Super light, still really annoying to clean, but it is synthetic, so in theory it's not as bad to clean as down would be. Then I have a cork ball. Most people use these to massage their feet. I use mine on my back quite a bit, but it does mean like rubbing up against shelters and stuff like a cat, but it's nice. Okay, we have got some more clothes. Polar fleece ear warmer. We have got the base layers that I will sleep in. So I have a hooded one because I like to sleep with, have a hoodie option if it's cold. This is a Thermatech something. But it's got some tech in it that will stop it being smelly, though it's synthetic, it's not merino. I've got the MacPack thermal merino pants in the lighter weight. I think it's 125 GSM, these pants. I've got a couple of pairs of socks, also MacPack. These are the Merino Blend trail socks. I've got 2 in the ankle length and I have got 1 in the crew length. And for undies, I've got the Pear lipstick undies, or could be Paideia. It's an Australian brand, I'm not really sure, but they're super light, they dry really fast. They're going to be terrible as like swimming bottoms because they're completely sheer, but they also have some antimicrobial tech in the gusset, so I can bring 3 or 4 pairs, feel very clean, and they're not very heavy. I think I weighed them 11 grams a pair. Right, and then for gloves, I have merino liner gloves, also from MacPack. Should be good. I've got my cook kit here. I've recently swapped all my dry bags for just strong snap lock bags, mostly these smelly proof ones, because I can have a gas in here and I can have some food in here when I get there. But at the moment, my cook kit is just my 1 utensil, which is a Cedar Summit long spoon, and my pot, which is a Amazon dupe of the Toaks pot, because I don't know about other countries, but in New Zealand the Toaks pots are crazy expensive. But it's the same deal. It's titanium, it's 750 mils, it has the like mug handles, but I feel like they're quite weak. I feel better using the billy handle, though I know some people chop that off. But inside there at the moment I've just got some Wilderness Wash for cleaning it, and a little chopped off little sponge, and my stove, which is a Soto Amicus. It's self-igniting, but I will probably add a little lighter or some matches or something just for, you know, just in case, redundancy. Yeah. Oh, and I also have some aqua tabs in there. So just in case of filter failure. And when people say you pack your fears, I largely am packing things that have gone terribly in the past. And I have had the bad river water and it was not great, so aqua tabs. Okay, this is my toiletries bag, so another little smelly proof snap lock. I'll put a sticker on there so I don't mix it up with my toilet paper bag. But it's got a little hairbrush, dental floss, little toothpaste. Another little luxury item there is a bit of moisturizer, my face, razor, luxury item. I have the Cedar Summit Microlight towel in the extra small. I usually use it more as a washcloth than a towel, but then you can kind of like wash with this, wring it out, and then it does actually still dry off your skin, so it's quite handy. Though I'll probably chop it in half so I can have a dedicated upstairs and downstairs piece for obvious reasons. Lastly, I have got a little tiny eye moisturizer as well, and a little tiny toothbrush. This one, the little cover becomes the handle, and that should be good so I don't have like the chopped off fingers in the mouth problems that some hikers have. Is my inflatable sleeping pad, is a Cedar Summit Etherlight insulated women's regular. The stuff sack I've considered ditching. It's a pump sack, so I would have to blow it up with my lungs if I ditched that, so at the moment I'm keeping it, but thinking about it. Right, I have another luxury item here, is a fitted sheet for my sleeping bed. It's just a nicer texture to lie on, and it's going to keep it cleaner, but possibly ditch it. It's like 70 grams, this one, and also from Kiwi Ultralight. Right, there's the rest of my tent, MSR. I have also made in there a Polypro ground sheet, because the ground sheet that you're supposed to buy with the tents is kind of heavy and kind of expensive. So got the Polypro, and I've also added a few of the groundhog stakes. So I've got a couple of the hook stakes that it came with and the groundhogs again, because windy, sandy means you need some good grip on the ground. Right. Last thing back here is my sleeping bag, which is a Enlightened Equipment Revelation quilt in the short size, and I've got a second set of the straps, gotten rid of the straight strap, so I've got 2 of the straps that wrap right around your sleeping pad, because Nylon is slippery, I move around a lot in the night, and I just need a be straight jacket tied down to my mattress, and then everything will be fine. Right, oh, and the last thing I also have in here for the moment is an ear tag, so that I can find this if it should go wandering about in the airports. Right, but that's the backpack. So front packs over here. So with these I don't need a bum bag or hip out pockets. Just all the bum bag stuff is in that one. And then this one I've put my electronics in because these each have a dry bag in it. And this has a dry bag in it as well. So you can take that out and swap it for a Nilo Fume if I wanted to save a few grams. But for the moment I'm just keeping what it's got. So in this front one here, I'll usually have my earpods when I'm not wearing them, and maybe my phone, and then I have a water bottle in here. In here I've got my electronics, so I have my camera, which is very heavy, so very much a front pack thing, and also I can grab easily. This one is a Canon R8, and I've got the 24 to 105mm lens because I want to take pictures that are beautiful and capture the beautifulness of everything, probably much like everybody else. Right, at the moment it is protected by my hat. It's a MacPack something hat, but it is good because it comes in a large size, and I have a big head. I also have got 2 power banks because yeah, with the camera I'm going to need a lot of juice. Hopefully I find out that I only need 1, but I've got 2. They have got stickers on them. They are 10,000 milliamps each because the 20,000 one was heavier than having 2. This newer one only has 2 USB-C ports rather than this one that's got a USB-A as well, which is interesting because my phone charger definitely is a USB-A, but this one might just have to be my Apple products charger, and this one will be my other things charger. Right. That's another chargeable item. Headlamp. And cords, lightning cable, fast charging USB-C. I have in here at the moment my spot device. This will end up in the pocket of my clothes, especially on days when I've got lots of river crossings. And then last thing in here is my American wall adapter, and it also claims to be fast charging, but it's another like random Amazon find. So in the top here I have my earpods case and hand sanitizer and lip balm and my little pocket knife. So this is just a really simple tiny one. It's got a knife, it's got a nail file, it's got scissors, and it's got tweezers and a toothpick. So that's all I need, and it's teeny. And then another water bottle pocket. Or, I don't know, put something else in if I don't like it. Right, and then here I've got more stickers, so I can put some on my water bottles. And there, sunglasses. These are just a budget pair from the warehouse. I'll probably get some polarized ones when we get to the snow. I have 3-liter water bag and a Sawyer squeeze filter. And then in the dry bag, I have got my first map and a little wallet. So that's got my passport, my Wise card, a bit of cash, and my permits in there. Voltaren for my wonky shoulder and any other potential sore areas. A compass to go with the map for if my phone dies or I lose it. Tissues. Sunscreen. Oh Jesus, be careful throwing those things around. Right, we're into the first aid stuff now. So this is my preferred blister prevention item. It is wool. You put it in your socks on the blistery areas. You can make a circle out of it. You can make a cushion out of it. It is, for me, it's so much better than strapping tape or sticking plasters. That one I can chuck. Right. Now I also have some extra things from being burned before. This is a wound closure that's like a little stitches thing, but without stabbing. It like sticks to either side and then zip ties closed. I can probably get rid of this, but one time I was in America and I needed stitches, and so my little anxious brain goes, you need to be prepared in case you need stitches. But, yeah. I do have some strapping tape. I have got a couple of sanitary pads because I thought these can basically be gauze and they can also be a pad, so multi-use items. And then I do actually have my period cup in here somewhere too. It's a Hello disc. And then just a bunch more little first aid things. So we have painkillers, choppable plaster, hair tie, just a sticking plaster, burn gel. Again, I might get rid of that because I burned myself on the stove the other day and that didn't really do anything. The tap was way better. More stitches things, more plasters, more painkillers. And then I do also have these heat patches that you stick to your clothes. So really good when your shoulder is giving you grief or when you have cramps. But yeah, but extra. Right, I guess we're nearly down to the bottom. It's just a million plasters now. And also some cotton swabs and antiseptic wipes. Something hard. Oh, and little mini nail clippers. Right, so that's everything in my pack. And then we have trekking poles, MacPack C3 Trekker carbon fiber trekking poles, and I'm gonna replace the baskets because they broke off, but they're really dirty right now, so I'll do it when they're clean. Then we have the clothes I'm gonna walk in. So I have a Brooks scoop back bra. It has these really lumpy straps, which is annoying. Like there were older generations of it that was smooth, but the pack is good enough at transferring the weight that these don't actually bother me. But the fabric is quite good for sweat wicking. Not great for drying after swimming though, but really good at sweat wicking. My shorts are LSKD Elixir shorts. I picked these ones because they have a bonded hem, so there's no stitching down here. I get chafing if I wear running shorts, so wearing tights is superior. The pockets are actually too high to use with a hip belt on, but I can chuck my PLB in there, or I can use them in town. But yeah, those are my shorts. My shirt is a MacPack Burr long sleeve shirt. So it's got some tech in it that's supposed to keep you cool. I don't find it works in New Zealand, but I think it's just because it's really, really muggy here. And I've heard on the trail in the desert that actually it is cooler to have your arms covered than to have them out. But yeah, that's my shirt. At the moment, it looks like it's really, really cold over in Southern California. I know there's a storm going on presently, so maybe I will be able to walk in that from the start, but at the moment I'm thinking I will probably want to start in actually long tights. So these are just LSKD Fusion tights, and in that case I'll probably also want to start with a thermal under my hard shell, that's a Kathmandu merino thermal top. So yeah, those are sort of things I didn't think I would need until like the Sierra, but I am probably going to start with them now. Also for the Sierra, or potentially earlier, I do have micro spikes, but I got these on Temu. So they might suck, but they look pretty legit, to be fair. Like they look kind of good. So I'm hoping there'll be a little bit of snow early on and I can practice in them and see if they're actually good compared to people's proper like Katulas and stuff. I didn't get like the $10 ones, I got the $30 ones. So they won't be like absolutely the worst that you can get. So I'm having high hopes for my team of microscopes. Right, for gaiters, I have these little Aeon Niji ones. I got them off of Trade Me. This strap is really annoying and it actually comes unclipped a lot, so I'm considering just chopping it off. But yeah, can't find the other one at the moment, so there's just one. And for shoes, I have the Topo Traverse with new Superfeet insoles, because I broke these in and then I broke them in some more, and it seemed like they probably could do with fresh insoles to start. But the ones they came with weren't bad.